Right then, so hello, and a little bit of subliminals as always, just in case, and then hello to everybody. And this is just for investors, really. That's all I'm talking to in this. I'm not really talking to anybody else. That's why I put for investors' eyes only, because it's not really pertinent to anybody else. Only investors. Now, an investor, to me, an investor is someone that has put money in as an investment. That is a voluntary investor. Someone that's put money into the Pseudomint Fund. That's a voluntary investment. And anybody that I owe money to from a customer point of view that is owed money and not had satisfaction yet, I would class them as an involuntary investor. Yeah, because their money's in, they haven't had it back, and they haven't had what they paid for. So you've got to sort of say, well, that wasn't voluntary investment, that was an involuntary investment. So we sort of got three different types of investors in a sense. Well, two, voluntary and involuntary. But three areas, right? And this is, so I'm talking to all of you. It's me and you talking to you specifically. Don't give a monkey's about anybody that I don't owe money to for the purposes of this video, which is not me being rude to the people that I don't owe money to. I have to be really careful sometimes with what I say and how I say it. Now, I'll get straight into it. This is really, really important. And I hope that all of you see what I'm trying to say. Now, as I said, I'm not going to get involved too much with people's comments and one thing and another that are dodgy and derogatory and everything else. I'm loving the way that it's happening at the moment. That's kept away from me. There are derogatory comments made, but they're all kept away from me, so I don't care. I don't get to see them, so I don't know what they say. But this was left on somebody else's stream, and they copied it and they said, I thought I'd send it to you, Ian, before I delete it. And I think it's quite important. So I'm going to read it to you, because this really does affect every single person I owe money to. Every single person. Right. The person that gives this message, their name is Rocky Fireball. I have no idea who they are. The name rings no bell to me. It could be 10 years old. It could be 10 minutes old for all I know, that name. I have no idea. Doesn't ring any bells whatsoever, but that's the name of the person. To all you that follow Ian Lambert and his porky mate, the man is a fraud. His porky mate and him are talking formulas for the bookies. Ian had two businesses. One was a charity shop. He lost that. Ian is very unreliable with people's money. My friend lost £4,000 due to Ian's gambling. For you honest coin collectors, stay well away. Ian Lambert and his porky mate rip people off. A lot of people receive some coins as compensation. Ian hasn't helped my mate, who he owes £4,000 to. Ian will take your money and spend it. Pseudomint Fund does not exist. It's bookie money. Trust me. I hope you lot stay safe and enjoy your hobby. Also, just to let you know, he owes Change Checker £7,000. So, you might think, well, so, it's just somebody moaning. Why are you bothering to come on here and get our attention with all this drivel? I'll tell you. And then you'll understand why that affects you. For a start, I have got no time for racist scumbags. A racist scumbag to me I would almost put my foot on their head if they were underwater. That's how I feel about racist scumbags. If you want to have a go at somebody for being porky, to me, calling somebody fat, calling somebody porky, well, you know, what's the difference we go and change that word for black? How about that? So let's read it a little bit different, shall we? To all you that follow Ian Lambert and his black mate, how would that be? Would that be all right? There are a few things wrong with this, which is why I'm mentioning it, and why I'm telling you, not everybody else, I'm telling you, because this seriously affects you and your pocket. Trust me on this, it will, right? The minute you're going to go getting into name calling and racism, you're going to start causing problems. Now, this person thinks he's being a friend to that investor. He thinks he's sticking up for his mate. He's just done his mate, the investor, whichever one of you that is, he has just done you the biggest disservice possible. Because maybe that's you. Maybe that's you pretending to be a friend. Maybe that's your words coming out of somebody else's mouth. Something like that. Puts my heckles up. Don't like racism of any description. Any description. I mean, let's have a dig. Let's have a dig and a laugh at John, eh? Being all fat and porky. I mean, he is fat, isn't he? I mean, everybody can laugh. He's so fat he could sink a battleship. He's so fat that if he took a dump on the QE2, he'd sink it. Right? I mean, enjoy that. Have a good old belly laugh at that, Rocky Fireball. You racist piece of scum. The man's got stage 4 lung cancer. He's fat, for the most part, because he has no exercise. He can't and doesn't go anywhere. The only exercise he used to get was coming over here to work. He's ill. He's dying. The man is dying. A lot of people might forget that. Stage 4 lung cancer John's got. He comes on here now a couple of times a week and you want to knock him for that. You want to knock him. Just knock him. The man has got stage 4 lung cancer. I mean, what kind of an evil person do you have to be that you want to pick on people like that? Anyway, I'm getting away from it a little bit, but that's the first sign, something bad, right? Bad, that is bad. That is really, really bad. And it's being done in the name of investors. Certainly in the name of one investor. It will take me 10 minutes to find out who that investor is. Because funny enough, there aren't that many people that have invested exactly £4,000. There's only a couple. It's not like there's 50 people out there that have invested exactly to the penny £4,000. So to find out who your mate is, you racist scumbag, will take me not long. And if I was your mate, that investor who he's talking about, whichever one of you that is, you should be livid. You should be so angry. In fact, every investor should be angry. But you specifically, me old mate, you should be livid. You should be screaming mad angry. I'd be round his house and I'd have him up by the throat. You absolute idiot is what I'd be saying to him. You absolute unbelievable string of abuse and a string of 4-letter words, most likely. Let me explain to you why. Any investor out there, any one of you that come into the role of being an investor, voluntary or involuntary, that I owe money to, any one of you, absolutely free to knock me, slate me, say anything you like. It's a free country. I go on your own channel, slag me off. I ain't got a problem with that. I've always said that, I ain't got a problem with that. But you really want to wait until I've settled everybody. Give me a chance to settle everybody, and then go to town on me. Call me every name under the sun. Vent whatever anger you want at me. Once I've settled everybody. But when you muppet, go and write things like, you know, stay well aware and this and that, and you start calling names and you start mentioning figures and all of this sort of stuff, that is designed to do one thing and one thing only. It is designed to put people off. Now, 2 plus 2 equals 4. You can't change that. I can't change that. 2 plus 2 equals 4. That cannot be changed. So, when an investor's friend wants to put off people spending money in any way, shape or form with me, while he's putting people off, that means that I'm going to get less. And if I get less, you get less. So he is screwing with your money under the guise of being a mate. Oh, my mate, he's done up my mate. No, he hasn't done up his mate. Because I've offered every single person a way out of this. Now, I'll come to a couple of those bits in a minute. But you got to understand. I will find out who you are. I will know who you are shortly. But you need to get in touch with this muppet. And you need to tell him to shut up. Because he will cost you money. Because if I get damaged too much more, snaps. Now, we've already gone there. We've already snapped, and I've looked in the camera, and I've gone, everybody's stuffed, money's gone. I've got to that point. I actually got to that point. I couldn't be more straight and honest. All the way through. Couldn't be more straight and honest. Even to that horrible point. But I had to do it. In order to get that full stop and in order to continue being honest. And then I got handed a way out of it by a lot of you. I got handed a way out of it. Okay, we'll accept a parcel, we'll accept this, we'll accept that. Great. You need to wait until you've all been settled. And don't go and be selfish and greedy and just go, well, once I've got my money back, I'm going to slag him right off. I don't care about anybody else. Because then all the other investors get hurt, don't they? I mean, have a think about each other. Think about if you was all in a room round a table, what you'd be saying to each other. You wouldn't be wanting to slag each other off or damage your individual investments. That's what that does. I'm done, I'm finished, I'm under, I'm kaput, I'm bust, I'm mashed up. I'm now the biggest fraud in the world. I'm all of the names that you can possibly think of. All right, I'm all of that. All right. I still ain't going to stop. I'm still going to carry on. I'm still going to do my best to try and settle everybody. Even though while I'm trying to settle you, a couple of you might want to throw mud in my face as I'm doing it. You might want to try and slow me down and stick one arm up my back as I'm trying to settle you, but I'll still keep trying. I'll keep trying, and I'll keep trying, and I'll keep trying. But to go and advertise to the world how racist and nasty and evil you are, and then essentially tell me who your mate is, I mean, that is stupid beyond compare. Beyond compare. You haven't put your mate's name, but you might just as well have. Stupid beyond compare. Because that investor now I'm not going to be so quick to be settling so quickly with him, because I don't want to be told to my face, yeah, I'm happy with what I've chosen, Ian, and then be slagged off for it afterwards. Either you're happy at choosing what you've chosen, or you're not happy at choosing what you've chosen. Some of you haven't chosen anything yet. Some of you have got no intention of choosing anything. Some of you have said they will stick with me no matter what, which obviously I can't appreciate that enough. But that's, some of you are able to do it, and some of you have chosen to do that. Right? So there is a portion of you that I don't have to worry about, because there is a portion of you that have gone, don't matter what, Ian, sticking with you, mate. Stick me at the bottom. I'm not worried about a parcel. I'm not worried about my money back at the moment. Stick me to the bottom of the list. There is a portion of you that have done that. And there's a portion of you that have gone, I'll take a parcel. And out of the portion of you that have gone, I'll take a parcel, there is a portion of those people that want to spend it now as quick as possible. I don't say anything against that. And there are some of you that are like, I ain't spending mine now, I'm waiting. Because Ian said he's not finished listing stuff yet. You know, some of you are thinking, well, if that was everything that he's going to list, yes, I'll spend it. But he's already said he's listing more stuff, and there's better stuff coming. So some people are waiting. There's a portion of those people waiting, but a portion of those people want to spend it immediately. Right? So there's a portion of you that pardon me, voluntarily want to go to the bottom of the list. There's a portion of you that will accept parcels. 2 portions of those people, some now, some are waiting. And there's a portion of you that can't or won't accept a parcel, and therefore have to suck it and see and hope that I can get to you and pay you. Now, if we have racist scumbags like this that are supposed to be your friends damaging something that is already damaged. I mean, we're a boat with a load of holes in it, and you've got someone, your friend, coming along putting more holes in it, thinking he's doing you a favour. You know, I've gone under and been handed a way out. If I go again, I doubt very much there is going to be a way out. I've got a way out at the minute, and I'm trying to do my best on that way out. And every single person that wants to have a parcel for the money I owe them can have one. And even to the point of choosing your own. You choose your own stuff. Now, I get that there's some of you I'm even talking to, bit subliminal, saying, well, I'm not liking the price of that, or I'm not liking, I don't want those bits, or whatever reasons you don't want to spend it or buy any of that stuff that I've got up there at the minute. That's all right. You know, for those of you that have ever had a sheet of coins off me, do me a favour, take out one sheet, take out every coin out of that sheet, mix it with another 30 coins, then time yourself finding those 30 coins and putting them back in the sheet, because when I do a sheet of coins, every single coin must be different. You can't have 2 of the same coin on one sheet. And the permutations are humongous. And I've got to do 30,000 coins minimum. Probably 60,000 is what I'm aiming for, but I bought 1,000 sheets, so that's 30,000 coins. Then I'll get another 1,000 sheets when I've done these, and that'll be another 30,000 coins. That takes time to put together. There are £2 coin sheets to come yet, more pound coin sheets to come yet, 50p coin sheets I'm working on now. I've done some pennies and uncirculated, some mixes and matches. Now I'm working on a load of 50p's. I will do Channel Islands and countries and all sorts of combinations of sheets, but it takes time. And the reason I'm doing the sheets is because it's a bulk at one time, instead of one coin, which I wouldn't be able to handle. So for those of you that are happy to accept parcels and it isn't what you want at the moment, remember, most of you already said you'd have taken a mystery parcel. Well, a mystery parcel means you're going to get what it is that I list. So you would have got that anyway. You know, but giving you the choice now makes it a little bit different. And on the one hand, it dampens it a bit, because maybe you're looking forward to a mystery. And you would accept some of that stuff if it's in a mystery, but now you're going to choose it. There are certain things you won't choose. I get that. I can't please all the people all the time, every single which way round, but I'm trying. And it's important you understand that I am trying. I can walk away from this anytime I like, and I choose not to. I choose to stand and fight, and I choose to keep going. I choose to take the way out that I've been given, and I choose to work with it. So, and when I've talked in the past about, you know, if you've got an investment, do something to help your investment. Other people take that to, oh, Ian's just asking for money. Well, yeah, because there are some people that would get in touch and go, look, Ian, I'm not very computer minded, mate. I'm not very techno savvy. I can't do this. I ain't got the time to do that. But I'll tell you what, I'll throw an extra 500 quid your way. Is that all right? Of course it is. Great. Thank you. Someone else, they ain't got the 500 quid. Someone else ain't got the 200 quid. So what they do, they say, well, I don't mind sharing a few posts in because I want to help. You know, I want to look after my investment. That's not putting any money in. That's just sharing a few posts that might be relevant to the fact that might help that investor get a little bit closer to getting their money back. That's why some people will carry on helping by sharing and doing things, because if they help, they know that if I help Ian a little bit, just that little bit of help might mean I get a little bit closer, a little bit faster to getting what it is that I want to get back. And for the people that hang on and don't stress or don't worry about it, etc., they will get sorted out with money at some point. I will pay them every single penny. Cash. They will get that, because I will get back on my feet. I don't stay down. I will get back on my feet, and they will get theirs. When? I don't know, but they're happy to wait until whenever. That suits me fantastic. So there's different ways of helping your investment, helping to get it back, because that's what you want and that's what I want. Get it back. That is the opposite of helping to get it back. If that is your friend, you need to shut him up, because he is damaging your investment, your return. Do you see what I mean? And like I say, if you feel that strongly, if you feel that vehemently against me, okay, but have a little bit of modicum of decorum, have a little bit of, not sympathy, a little bit of, what's the word, compassion for the other investors that are in the same boat as you. Have a little bit of compassion for them and tell him to shut up, because he's not doing you any favours. Not unless you want the world to know that you are A, an investor, and B, a racist scumbag. I'm sure you don't want the world to think that you're a racist scumbag, therefore you wouldn't want anybody to think he's your mate. Do you see what I'm saying? It damages. It's not necessary. And anyone out there, pick me. Pick me. I got a big, broad back. I've been to hell and back, and I went for another visit, and I come back again. And I missed it so much, I went back, and I went through the mill, and I went through the mangle, and I came back again. And I'm still here. I'll go through that mangle. Pick me. Have a go at me. Don't be having a go at John. Don't be picking on people that are just nothing more than the walking dead. And I say it like it is. And it hurts both me and John when we talk about it sometimes, but we brave it out and we talk about it like men. Yeah, we can talk about it like men. You're going to die, John. Yeah, I'm going to die here. Yeah, we can handle that. We can talk about it, because I'm a man. I'm not frightened. Of course he's bloody frightened. So am I. Everybody's frightened. What you're doing is wrong. Having a go at somebody that's dying. Where's your spine? No investor No investor worth their salt would want to be anywhere near somebody like that. So it's important that I came on and did this. It's important that I let you know about the 2 and the 2, and it adds up to 4, right? The more videos I do, the more annoying I am, the more I'm here, means that I'm here. The more videos I do, the longer the time goes on, the more parcels I manage to do for people like you, the further I get towards settling everyone. Everyone. Unfortunately, I'm not the likes of Bright House, you know? Bright House, they go under, they still get a minimum 25 grand for every single shop that they've got. They got that check automatically paid in the bank for every single shop. Imagine how much that adds up to countrywide. Anyway, so for those of you that want parcels, you can have parcels. I'll do a deal. For those of you that think, well, your stuff's a little bit too dear, you know, and so on, if you can't argue the price, because people expected to get their money back and no more. After I've gone under, they expected to get their money back, no more. Not one single person, and I mean not one single person, actually expected me to put 50% on top. Not one. So every single person that I settle that's an investor gets their 50% on top. The people that are the Royal Mint Fund get their 3 times the money as promised. Right? They don't just get their money back. They get 3 times the money when if they want to cash that in, and the ones that have got the investment, they get 50% on top. So no one can then argue with price. And there's only a couple of items that I say to people, that is priced separately. It's not priced to put into this deal because I'm doing something separate with that. So I'm not classing that one. Don't buy it. And then some of you come along and buy it. Well, then you buy it. But I've told you not to, because it's overpriced. But it's overpriced on purpose. Just an odd 1 or 2 items. Everything else you can buy. Come along and buy one. Come along and buy all of them that's available. It's entirely up to you. I suggest that if you're not in a hurry for it, wait. Because more and more better stuff will go up. And you will get better and better and better. You know, I can't put all of the best stuff up immediately. Physically can't do it, let alone want to. Just physically can't do it. And I've got to put stuff up as a mix. See, so it's all going up. Everything will go up. Loads of stuff will go up. There will be sheets of coins go up at a lot of money. But everything in its time. I have settled over £10,000. Now that, incredible. Over £10,000. One person, £3,300, came and picked it up. And they will be the first person to say, this is not my ideal, thanks very much, I'd rather have the cash. But at the same time, that person was over the moon. Over the moon. They chose what they wanted. They're over the moon, £3,300. They came round, they picked it up, dropped me off a bottle of wine and some strawberries and said, thank you very much. Now, I can't grumble with that. And it's nobody else's business in the world. It's nobody else's business. If that person is that happy that they've come and collected it and bought me a bottle of wine and strawberries for me and Fran, it's nobody else's business in the world to say anything against that. That person is obviously happy. They would have preferred the cash, but they're happy. And that's what I'm trying to do with everybody else. I'm trying to make every single person happy. Some of you I owe a lot of money to, and some of you ain't going to want parcels, and that's cool. But we'll get there. But don't expect, please, that I can go bust and finished and zero and knackered and then suddenly start paying everybody. It can't happen. So, those of you that don't want the parcels, just hold fire and have a bit of patience and watch. Watch. Because for those of you that wait and wait and wait and just stick with it, you know, you'll have a couple of stories to sell. You're gonna maybe enjoy, maybe be amazed at times. I don't know, but you'll see me go in and out, in and out, in and out, and get there. Surely it's not about how we get there, as long as we get there. We want to win the race, right? You want pay and I want to pay you. But for those people that can't, and those people that want to turn it into money now, well, they can change it, turn it into parcels. That's fine, and we're dealing with it. All right, but I haven't said no to anybody. Yeah, I haven't said no to anybody. So anybody that hasn't had the link, anybody, whatever, you need to text me. I'm not doing it publicly because we get too much crap when we go out giving public links and one thing and another. Too much crap. And it's not fair. It's not fair on the other people. You know, everything that happens, every bad word, unkind word that you can think of is fair. Sling it my way. But it's not fair to start slinging it at people that are dying. It's evil. And start slinging it at other people that might be helping me. It's nasty. It's not their fault. It's not John's fault. John hasn't done anything to deserve that. It's not his business. You know? So, don't blame him. What that person should be doing is he should be putting something up that says thank you to John. Thanks, John. Because you don't have to stick by Ian. I think Ian's a fraudster and a scumbag, but thanks, John, for sticking by him for nothing, not getting anything out of it to try and help Ian pay us all off. That'd be nice, because that's what he's doing. But no, you want to tar him with the same brush as me. That's not right. It's not fair. It's not fair. I know I've lost credibility. I know I lost trust. I know I lost a lot of things. And it's going to be so much harder getting that back. But I will. Because I don't quit. I'm a fighter. And I'll fight until the end. But it's my fight. It's my fight. With you, against you, or with you, shoulder to shoulder with you. It's my fight, it's not John's. Everybody gets paid, something I've always promised. Everybody gets paid, no matter who you are, no matter how much I owe you, you will get settled or paid. If you want settling with a parcel, you get in touch, you contact me. I am not sending out huge parcels in the hope that someone's going to go, thanks, Ian. No. When I send you a parcel, it's going to be what you choose to put in that parcel. All right. I thought it was really important. I had to come on and talk about this. I had to come on and say this because if these are your friends, they're not doing you any favours, you know. He's kicking me in the bollocks, but he's kicking you in the bollocks too. I don't care, I can take it. It doesn't matter what happens for the next year, I'm not going to have any money. It doesn't matter how many times somebody kicks me in the bollocks. It's not going to change the fact that I'm not going to have any money for the next year, because all the money I get is going to be paid back to other people like you. So you can kick me in the bollocks once, you can kick me in the bollocks 1,000 times. It really doesn't matter because it ain't going to change anything. But kicking you in the bollocks like that makes a difference to your pocket. See what I mean? I'm not going to have any money anyway. So whether I take £1,000 a week or whether I take £5,000 a week makes no difference. People like that send my income down. Doesn't matter. It's not going to affect me because I'm already on my arse. Do you see what I mean? So I'm already down, I'm already on the floor. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether I turn over £100 a week now or £1,000 a week. I won't get any of that money. If I turn over £3,000 a week, for quite some time I wouldn't get any of that money. It would all go. There'd be no treatses for Ian because it would all go on debt. So the more I get kicked in the bollocks, it doesn't matter because I still have nothing. However, whether I turn over £300 a week or £3,000 a week makes a difference to you. See, if I'm turning over £300 a week, it makes me difficult to pay you. People like that help bring my income down, put people off, well, then it becomes harder to pay out, doesn't it? £300 a week becomes an impossibility. £3 a week, now it becomes a lot easier to pay back. We have a little raffle going, that helps. I have other things in the fire. I just sold 1,000 coins. I can advertise, I can tell people what I think they should buy. But it don't matter because, you know, people only buy what they like. And there's a very important lesson I learned 40 years ago. Very, very, very important lesson. If you're into buying and selling, look at what you like and don't buy it. Because whatever you like, other people won't. True thing that, in retail. When you go out buying, look at what you like and then don't buy it. Look at what you don't like. That's the best way to stock a shop. But the natural thing to do is for people to go, yeah, but I don't fancy that. Fancy it or not, I just sold 1,000. You know, so I know what, I've been doing this 7 years, and I know the sort of things that people say to me, look, I just want to get a portion of my money back. You know, if I can get 50% back, if I can get 80% back, and then I'll go, okay, well, if that's what you want to do, then those are the products that I suggest you buy, because you will get back more than the 50%. I've said that to somebody. Somebody said to me, I want to get 50% back. And I've gone, well, if you buy those products and buy me out of those products, you'll actually get more than 50% back. You can't possibly get less than 50% back on those products. And you know, but if somebody looks at it and goes, yeah, well, I don't really like it, I don't, then they don't buy it. Don't matter whether you tell them they're going to get the money back on it or not. They don't buy it if they don't like it. So, you know, a little bit of patience in the stuff that's coming up. But we'll get there. We'll get there. Thanks for taking the time to watch this. You know, all I say is look after your investment. Look after your investment could be a myriad of ways. And one of the ways you can look after your investment is if he's your mate, then have a word and tell him what you think of him, because he ain't doing you any favours. Thanks very much. This has been Ian. What was www.thegreatbritishcoinhunt.com. Ain't got it back yet, but I will get it back. Note 288. Thanks very much. Bye for now.